tongue.
fake name. My real name is Lamont. Pulls over her head. Oh, according to Kikak.
Cursed panels.
Kikakuin's plan.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that's awkward. Not to interrupt. Oh, Nova holds up a finger. You guys summoned for us too, right? That we did. What are the Ash Warden's next steps? What is your plan? We're waiting orders. I see. Please make your way out of town immediately. Anvil and Nova look at each other. Just like that. Just like that. We are not fond of Ash Wardens in this town, and we are afraid that you are going to cause trouble. And given the sounds of destruction we have been hearing from the former stables, that seems to be the case. Nova just deflates at that, and this her mutters, fucking sparring. Might we have a little bit of time? Pack up our gear, rest the night, plan our next steps, even without our orders. The alderman turns to look at Lois. Thoughts? They are instrumental in saving us. I would be biased to speak honestly, alderman, but I don't see any harm in letting them stay as long as we're staying here. 6 days. How much trouble can they cause it? She stops herself. That's not my point, I guess. Much can happen in 6 days. But much can happen in one, she says, looking at Anvil and his request. And much can happen in the next few moments. There's almost a tension that, like, ripples across the room as they say that, almost like, much can happen in the next few moments, pulls out a gun and shoots one of you, right? Like, it's almost like a threat. Nova tenses, not in, like, fear, but in, like, anticipation, like, oh yeah, do it, bitch. But Anvil just remains stoic at it. Very well. 6 days, but in return, I would ask the Ash Wardens to quiet themselves during the day and evening, as well as contribute to the town's welfare and well-being. I think that's perfectly acceptable, don't you, Ash Wardens? I don't see why not. It'll give us something to do. However, we can help Alderman. Within reason. Within reason. Whose reasoning shall we be using, Ash Warden? I will defer to you for now. I'm sure my brother has some knowledge of the town's recent events that he could give you and task you with. Very well. He turns around and nods at the courier, the brother, who bends finger and nods back at him. Now then, is there anything else? Nothing from me, Alderman. No from us. The Alderman turns to look at the three of you that entered in. Is there anything you would request, Flatterer and Co.?
The continuance of our lodgings, I suppose. We're not certain how long we will be staying in your lovely town. Flattery ensues. But we will need a place to stay for as long as we are here.
I would speak with Mother Lois and her compatriots on such. I am afraid I am not aware of anyone with open housing, bedding, or things of the sort amidst people. Perhaps you can stay in the camps on the outskirts of town on the western side. But the building that you have all been allocated for your healing, I believe, can be repurposed to additional housing for other more deserving individuals. We'll figure it out. That we will. She wags a finger at you.
Then I believe we're contented. Ultimate.
Excellent. One more thing. She points at Badger.
Oh,
From where do you hail?
I'm from Makar.
Are you alone?
Yes. Well, I got these guys. Other than that, yes.
They begin leaning, the tongue poking closer to all of you guys, looming over you as they increase their height, as they wiggle the tongue upward. Is that so? You're not lying, are you?
No, I'm not lying at all.
Roll persuasion.
I can vouch for Badger. As a compatriot, I trust and respect him.
We keep him on a tight leash. His dog is more well behaved than he is.
Well, okay. So that's Caradoc. Roll your honor. Hawk, roll your persuasion as well, and we'll see how many modifiers you can contribute to Badger's actual persuasion. Okay, 15, not bad. So let's see what modifiers we can add on top of it.
Oh, Jesus!
Nice.
Okay, I think that's definitely a +5, right? That's +5. That's a +5. All right, so where are we at? 15 makes 20 with the +5. Very well. It speaks much of your own character when you have others that would speak so quickly in your defense or instruction. You may stay, but do watch your behavior.
I'll be on the best behavior I can.
That is what we like to hear. Then, if there is nothing else, good day. Please enjoy Kreivos for what it has to offer. I would recommend stopping by Our Lady's Ear at the center of town. You might have already passed by it.
Did we?
You did not see a big ear in the middle of town, no.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. All right. We passed an ear 2 miles back. That's what it was.
Inclining his head in a bow, Caradoc simply says, "Thank you, Alderman."
Good day. And then they get pulled back into the mouth, and the mouth closes. More akin like a frog or a gator. And then they begin retreating backwards to the far opposite wall, like to those who point out, like Beast Corduman. He's just like down the hallway at the end of it. Yeah, it's like that. And then they just sort of tuck their their hands and feet into like this. They have feet. They have like webbed feet on their back legs, but they have hands on their front ones. So they sort of tuck themselves in like a big ball.
God damn. I'm kidding.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Sure.
A lot of things, apparently.
This thing is
Sucks, man.
freaky.
Please follow me. You just follow the courier out. The lady's ear is right over there. He points with his like super long arm. He points at a tree. A big tree.
Huh. Why is it called the lady's ear?
He looks at you because it's her ear.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yeah, that answers nothing to you, but simultaneously does.
He kind of like he taps his forehead with his fingertips and goes, "Oh,
It's like, of course, it's her ear. Of course, it doesn't look like anything else.
Think otherwise.
It's a tree with like white leaves and petals and things like that on it. As for you, Ash Wardens, he turns like sort of lumbering, like almost like a gorilla turning. I will come find you later. I'm going to make the rounds and talk to those that I believe are in need of help. You will help them if they are in need of help. Perfectly clear. Excellent. Good day. He bows. He bends the finger to bow, and then begins walking away. I sort of like him. He's so polite. Ambush shakes his head. I don't think that's a lesson to take away from this Nova. I'm just saying, like, of all the free roamer towns I've been to, this is like a nicer one. Like, they're not even attacking us. Just not give him a reason to, huh? Right. And what turns to you guys? Thank you for accompanying us. Looks like you. He looks at you particularly, Hawk. Have a way with a lady's progeny.
I suppose they'd like demure people. I'm known to be quite timid sometimes.
Abel slaps him on the back of the head. Ow! No comments. I wasn't saying anything. You were thinking it. Nah?
What was she thinking?
I don't know. But whatever it was, I bet it was something cheeky. Nah. Crosses her arms, looks away.
I assume your time here is going to grow a lot busier. So, Anvil, I suppose I should ask you this now. Could we have a moment? Motion to just kind of like step away from the others.
He tilts his head a bit at that, but nods. Sure. We'll be right back. Don't take too long, lovebirds.
Stop!
He snaps his
Oh my
finger and increases.
God.
He snaps his finger and like a ripple of magic ripples out, like echoes out from him, and the gravity around her increases. I can still stand, you know, asshole. It was
Leg
not
shaking.
It was not meant to break you. He snaps his finger and lets go. So you both walk a few steps away. What can I help you with?
You were taken from the Empire at a young age, yeah?
Taken from its... He does like a teeter, like, sort of. My family was already leaving the Empire at the time.
Were you ever educated on your homeland?
I'm educated on many things. And I have been back... I have been back to the homeland many times. I was actually planning a trip recently.
How familiar are you with the Emperor's Valkyries?
The Valkyries.
Yeah.
I know of them. I've seen them in the parades and things like that.
But you're
But
not
I-
familiar.
I do not know them personally, no. I have met one. Once. But I'm afraid I cannot disclose the circumstances of that meeting.
Could you disclose what she looked like?
He thinks for a moment. Golden armor. Trimmed with green. Green eyes. Blonde hair.
Shakes his head. Then I suppose her name, or rather, the name she gave you, was not Hannah.
He shakes his head. No. He
I see.
tilts his head the other way now. What do you ask?
Something that came to me in a dream.
Be careful of dreams. Sometimes they're portents, sometimes they're lies. Sometimes they're what your mind is trying so desperately to tell you that you can't grapple with yet. There are many things. Regardless, they should all be paid with equal heed and caution.
I think I know that what I saw was true. I think I know. That doesn't sound very self-assured, does it?
It doesn't, but the fact that you had the wherewithal to say it at all is its own telling sign. I'll keep an eye out for a Hannah. A Valkyrie named Hannah. During my next excursion out to the Empire. I'll message you. He taps the side of his temple. And let you know. But my next trip isn't going to be for quite some time, so... He shrugs.
Of course.
Have you tried asking eventually? She seems a bit more knowledgeable and such.
No, I hadn't. Perhaps I will.
roll deception.
I'm gonna D4 on this.
Why ask the Lodian about this stuff? Come on.
Why would I ask a Yolodian? I mean, come on, what would she know? Oh wait, no, she did speak to him. That's right.
Yeah, no, he knows it. She's feeling it. But regardless, that's not what the deception's for, technically.
Yeah.
Right. But if she still doesn't know, even after you've talked to her, I don't know how many other people in town you might be able to discuss this with.
Who knows? I've been asleep for over a week. Surely it must have been a fever dream or something.
Perhaps. You certainly were feverish when you got back.
I know he's wearing like a mask.
Mhm.
But Hawk, he nods slowly and says, "Yeah, I mean, Valkyries don't have brown hair." And then insight check to see if that pings anything.
Roll me your performance first. I'll give you advantage if it's good enough. You're fucking setting yourself up. Oh, pretty good. This you rolled a 19 technically. So I have advantage, yeah. I don't think. Yeah, you wouldn't have Caradox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you distance yourself.
That's right.
It's not. Yeah, you wouldn't have guidance. 15 though. How would he react? You set yourself up being like, "Oh, Valkyries don't have brown hair," and then that seems to confirm with him. But it does ping with something with him in the sense of like the fact that you're saying that means that you saw Valkyrie with brunette hair, which thusly defies the logic that both you and him have been given prior. So it doesn't leave him like in like a rabbit hole of confusion, but it does ping his intrigue ever so slightly. Not what I've seen. But again, I don't think either you or I have gone all around the Empire, inquiring upon those Valkyries.
Right. Well, yeah, if you ever find anything out, give me Tap's Temple.
Ascending. Yeah.
Whatever you call it. But thank you. Motion for him with 2 thumbs, like back to the others.
No, just one last thing. You seem a bit more open now. What's happened to your southern accent?
Most of the people that heard it are ashes or have bigger things to worry about.
You rolls insight.
I roll something.
I don't know if you're rolling anything. Yeah, that expertise is a bitch, isn't it? Right.
A big 30.
There have been a lot of things happening lately, but can take Kreivos as a moment of respite, despite interesting looking hosts. But as an overseer, they are very polite. So come on.
At least there's that. Walk back.
You walk back. While those who are gone, would Caradoc or Badger have done anything? You just hang out with Lois and Nova?
Speak to them, if anything.
Nova is totally, like, gossiping about them. She's just like, so... What do you think they're talking about? I think they're flirting.
Definitely.
I very highly doubt that. I don't think that's what the two of them are like in the slightest. But just imagine, though. Like, here. He takes Captain Lois and does the, what's it called? Cabedon against the wall on Captain Lois.
Oh my god.
This girl. Yeah, it just does like something like that. Imagine if it's like this. I'm not going to imagine that because it's not what's happening. Like, Nova squints her eyes, like, trying to discern. She's just telling herself that she's coping.
Should have been me.
All right, fine, Captain. By the way, why they call you mother in there, anyways? Just something from my past. No, things in squints for a second. Were you a member of the Sister of the Steps? Well, I was. So that's where the mother came from. She nods. But that's long behind me now, child. Not child. You're probably half my age, maybe younger. You're a child. Maturity isn't about age, Captain Lois. It's about maturity. Lois just like shakes her head. I don't think that's how you can define things by themselves.
Usually things are defined by what they aren't.
Seems like a waste of time to go into the semantics of it. You guys get what I mean, don't you? Well, I get the meaning of your message, I suppose. Don't know if I agree with it. But you got it, though, Cap. You got it. That's what matters. Oh, hey, they're coming back. So, yeah, anyways, I can't believe all that stuff you said, Caradoc, about Hawk. That's pretty mess. Oh, hey, guys!
Nova, were you flirting with the captain a second ago?
What? No.
You had it like pressed up against the wall.
Just showing our technique.
Did it work? Look at the captain.
No, it didn't. Duh, I wasn't trying that hard of you, duh.
Does it work?
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the excuse I usually use too.
That would work on me.
Lloyd starts chuckles. I get the feeling a lot of things will work on you, Badger.
Is
she flirting with you?
Yes.
I think my younger co-worker here has caused... Wait, why am I doing Scottish accent? No, fuck.
What? Why are you mocking her?
I think my younger peer here has caused enough trouble.
Oh, she's acting childish. You should probably take her away.
We should get back, so. Yeah, if I finish touching my suit. What do you think we're going to be tasked with? I really hope it's not something boring and mundane. And what would you consider boring and mundane? I don't know, working in the field or something? He shakes his head. That's not how this town works. What do you mean? Were you paying attention at all when Grover was debriefing on the town? I was paying some attention. But not all. Well, I suppose this is a good lesson for everyone present. He gestures at you guys. This town is... matriarchal. So don't be surprised if you catch some comments on where a man's place is in this town. Hopefully they keep to themselves, given that you aren't citizens of it. But just don't be too surprised. Which means, he says, looking over, you won't find any woman working in the field. Yes! She does like a fist, like, yeah! Matriarchy benefits me! But yeah, that doesn't mean you're going to just be excused from any and all task. That's one less I can be accounted for. Let's get back. Yeah.
When we do get back, no, I wanted to ask for your help with something. I know you're busy with
Me?
your suit. Yes, you.
You're asking me for help?
Yes.
You haven't been a dick to me, so yeah, sure.
Thank you.
What's up?
I think you're the only one who actually can help me with this long term.
She tilts her head at that. Now I'm curious.
To put it bluntly, I do not have the strength to carry the armor that I...
Oh, yeah. I guess you're... I gotta ask, why are you trying to wear heavy armor?
Because I need to survive.
Okay, that's pretty fair. We can maybe work on some stuff, but how... I know you got magic about you. I can feel it off you right now, Ewan. But do you have a mind for tinkering and craftsmanship and things like that? Metallurgy?
There are many minds that are sharper and keener than mine, but I am a dedicated student.
I can work with that. Let's head back to the stables, the space. See what we got to work with. Your power source is definitely going to be different than mine. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. But she shrugs. We'll figure it out.
Oh, there was one more thing. Do you perhaps have two, could be small, lodestones that
Yeah.
I could have?
Yeah. But I have some spares kicking around my kit. If not, then probably in my bag.
Oh, wonderful. There's something I want to try.
She gets like this wide smirk on her face. That's one of the best things you could have just said. Come on. Ambrose shakes his head as she begins marching forward. Zoth goes.